from start to finish, how long did this album take you to complete? My goodness. With all the technical difficulties, the external struggles like we talked about, the ex-homie I had on like 2-3 different songs, bailing out, so I had to, fill in that gap. It was pretty easy. My computer crashing, losing 17, 18 tracks, whatever it was. Still balancing out a schedule to where I'm not just locked in the room all day. It took me almost 2 years. A little under 2 years, a little over a year and a half. Because we are in February of 26 right now. And I remember in February of 25, I was still writing lyrics for the songs on the album. When Night Shift was written, that was the first album. That was the end of 2024. Because I remember I had been back on Night Shift for a minute. I was getting in the swing of things. I had my Night Shift schedule going for a minute. And then I had ventured on the endeavor, or whatever the word is, I'm spacing out, my bad, y'all, on doing a Night Shift. So yeah, about a year and a half it's taken me so far. And then these last 3 months have been in promotion. So January, February, and a good amount of March is going to be promotion for the album. The album drops. Hopefully it tops Billboard top 100s. If not, then hopefully some people listen, share, and love it. But it's taken some time, and I love it. I love it. I love it. If you could change anything about this album, what would it be? Nothing. I wouldn't change anything. Completely honest, I wouldn't change anything. I'm very happy with the features I got, the way the sound, the verses, the message that they spit, as well as connecting to the message that I was spitting for the whole track. The overall unity of the song, each song individually and the album as a whole. Even through the negatives, like the downs in the album, like it made the album what it was. It made me who I am. So it happened all for a reason to get to this point where y'all are going to start flooding Night Shift and listening to it like crazy on your drive to work. If you're at the Night Shift, it is unacceptable to not listen to the Night Shift if you work on Night Shift. That is a mandatory OT in you to listen to this Night Shift if you on the Night Shift. But yeah, so I don't think I'd change anything about this album. I really am happy with the way it worked. Next question. You talk about love in some of the song reviews you've done. Is there a special someone? Ooh. And it's on Valentine's Day. Come on now. No, there's not a special someone. Women are a distraction. Man, if you chasing a goal and you could start to see yourself climbing up, and you know there's something there to offer you, don't let the women in. It's a distraction. I'm talking like, don't get in a relationship. I'm gonna be a dog here for a second and say, plug your ears, women. But man, if you want to go around sleeping with chicks, like one night stand thing, like that is what it is, right? But they're a distraction to your main goal. It is very hard to find that one fish in the sea of millions that is going to be there and support you and love you and have your back no matter what, through thick and thin, till death do us part. So for that reason, if you don't find that one, don't do it. So no, there's not a special someone for me. It's crazy how this was asked on Valentine's. I've had a few relationships in the past, thought they were true love, happened to be not. Silly me, silly ox, got played. So I just, unfortunately, I know what I want in life, and that is a wife, that is kids, that is a happy family with a white picket fence and a couple of trees in the backyard with a swing and kids running around with a couple of dogs. Like, yeah, man, that's the life I love. I want to live that. But sometimes you just kind of lock in and realize like some things maybe aren't meant to be, or maybe it's a lot longer down the line. So right now I have not found that person that I really want to settle down with. So there's no special someone, but I'm looking. So ladies, if you're real, if you're not fake, and you got work ethic and character and sense of humor, hit me up. I am free. If so, I'm assuming this is from the next question. If so, how do you manage a relationship, work, music, and personal time to yourself? I don't do relationships. My most recent relationship, I'll be honest, I had one for like 3 months right before the last summer. And that chick was crazy, y'all. She was crazy. I won't say nothing else. She was crazy. So I don't have a relationship. So it's pretty much balancing work, music, and personal time, which includes family, friends, and yeah, I don't really go out partying and clubbing like that. if I do, it's at a music scene where I've been invited musically, or a different state where I haven't experienced. Like me and my boy Tubbs went out almost every night every night in Nashville when we were there. We've seen so much cool shit, man, that if we would have been homebodies in, we would have seen that. So, but yeah, no relationship. But how do I balance that? It's just finding the right times in the days and knowing a schedule that works for you. So I know when I get back in the morning from work, I get back around 7:30, 8 a.m. I got a couple hours in me before I absolutely pass out. Do I want to go right to sleep and get extra sleep, or do I want to get some stuff done in the morning? That's kind of up in the air, you know? And then I wake up, I get my stuff done, blah, 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 blah. So it's all about finding a schedule that works for you and not stressing yourself out. Trust me, I still stress a little bit, but I don't let it get to me as much. Who was your favorite feature? I don't have a favorite feature, man. To be straight up 100% honest, I liked all of them the same. I had that same feeling of excitement and energetic overpulse when I got the email from each of them, from all the features. Actually, Marshall, I didn't even get the email from him because we recorded together in person. The other artists I got on the track are not in the state, or we just didn't happen to record in person. Liz, shout out Tattoo Gato, got him on there. I was been hoping to get one with Tattoo Gato for a minute. Shout out E6 RMS, dude be killing it, absolutely. Like, you'll see, he's on three tracks on this album, and he absolutely crushed it every time. I mean, come on, I was actually just listening to, because he's on like Way Up, I Stay Up, Outcasted with Tattoo Gato. And then I may not know what life might have to hold. I may walk slow, but there's no way that I'll walk away. Yeah, man, when he came in with that verse, try my rough road, I'm like, oh my God, I had to play it back like 10 times because I get excited and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's fucking go, E6, woo. And so I had to play that back a couple times. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Tattoo Gato, E6, Liz, Marshall. I even got Mark Battles on there. I've been chatting with Mark Battles for a little bit and wanted to work with him. It just hadn't worked out in the past. So I'm like, hey man, let's get something together, scratch it up and make it a track. So that's what we got. Do You Think About Me? Liz is on there as well. So yeah, I don't have a favorite feature. I love them all equally. Next question. Any features you wanted but couldn't get? No. I mean, I'm not talking like, yeah, I want Kendrick, I want J. Cole, I want those bigger name artists. I would love Lil Skies, Eminem. I'm talking like realistic people. I believe this person's talking about realistic, like people that I've actually either connected with or around the area. So, I mean, I'm trying to think again. I mean, the only artist that pops into my head that I didn't have featured on here, well, actually two, but Mr. Has and I have been talking, so it's not like, you know, he just didn't jump on. We have been chatting, and, you know, I'm familiar with his situation, so we're working on something in the future. He's working on coming to America. I'm working on going back out there to see him. But Lil Rose was the one locally that, you know, would be dope to get on. We talked about it for a bit and it just didn't work out. We just didn't get on. No ill will. Like, I got nothing but respect for Lil Rose. Great artist. She's a wonderful artist. I appreciate all the opportunities she's given me, and just to see the growth from when we first met to where she at now is incredible. So that would have been dope to get her on the album, or do a feature with her, but it didn't work. Maybe in the future it does. Next question. You kind of a bitch. Knock it off. Will the album in any way help your Cleveland Browns win more games? Man, F you, dude. Come on, stop it. I'm just going to go to the next question. Yes, it is. It's not even going to help them win more games. If they listen to this 30-track album, they're winning the fucking Super Bowl next year, baby. Was there any songs that didn't make the cut or songs that were added last minute? Yeah, I had one song, I'll Say, that didn't make the cut just because I needed a feature on there and it didn't work out. I contacted a couple people and a couple of them just weren't feeling the vibe of the song or the message, which is totally okay. Some music ain't for everybody. I respect that they told me the honest truth instead of running along with it, making me wait months like some people do. So I appreciate that. But the 2-3 people that I really wanted on there all weren't weren't really feeling or seeing themselves on the track. So I was like, all right, well, this is, the vision is with another artist, so let's scratch this and bring in another one, which were added last minute. I wasn't added last minute, but Stress Had It Big was one of the ones that were very, very late in the track, and it was like not a closing song, but oh wait, hold up, there is one that was added last minute. Let me get down here. There is one that was added last minute. Wants and Needs. That one was never supposed to be on the album. That was supposed to be dropped as a single. I performed it a couple times in Seattle, and I had planned on dropping it after my recent performance, actually with Lil Rose in Seattle. And it just didn't work. I didn't drop it, and so when I was going through and I dropped I'll Say from the album, I'm like, well, I got Wants and Needs, let's throw this on here. So yeah, that was a song that was added last minute. And that's the 15 questions we got today. I'm going to definitely be doing a part 2 because we've got a lot more questions, possibly doing a part 3. I know this video is going to be like a half hour, so I'm going to post it on my YouTube. I'll post bits and clips on Instagram. I'll try to get it uploaded on my website too, so that way you can see that. But yeah, the Night Shift, March 13th, Friday. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for sending these questions. It means a lot to me to know you guys are more than just interested in this track and not just supporting because it's another album or another up-and-coming artist. You guys actually are interested. I actually want to get to know more about Ox, Tanner Bashaw. So I love that. I love myself. I love all you guys. Spread love, positivity. And Friday, March 13th, y'all better be ready. Less than a month away. This album, Ox Unplugging.